In today's video, we are going to be breaking down Kai Sotto and his recent game highlights that he had in the Smith League in the United States. Now, this was not a true game. This was just a warm-up match, and I do want to say what the Smith League really is. These are generally not NBA players that he is playing up against. These are Division 1, 2, and 3 players who he will be playing up against, but also he will be playing up against some European pros in this league as well as a couple of D-leaguers. So this is actually quite interesting as a warm-up, but I do want to say thank you to everyone who has been loving these Kai Sotto videos. I know I have been posting a lot of them recently, and I just want to say thank you. Of course, views are nice and they've been getting a ton of views, and subscribers are nice because thank you for subscribing. But number 3, the biggest thing is the great comments I have been getting. I just want to say thank you to everybody, the hundreds of comments who are loving these Kai Sotto videos. I want to say thank you. But let's get down and let's check out how Kai Sotto has been playing in this league, or at least in the warm-up games leading up to this league in about 60 days. So in this first clip, we have a quick dunk and, of course, a standing dunk. This is actually quite interesting. A lot of really good players can do that in the NBA. A lot of really tall players can do that in the NBA. However, I just want to say really quickly that some of the clips that we do see are quite questionable. So just like in any pickup warm-up game, you're not going to see much defense, and you can get some nice baskets like this. Now, the thing that I really liked seeing here was the fact that he caught the ball, caught it right foot, left foot, went straight up, keeping that ball high, did not bring it down to his waist. This was actually a very good move because, of course, this is telling us that he is getting ready. He understands that keeping that ball high above his head is going to be a lot harder for smaller guards, like we see here, to, again, hack away at when he brings it down low. So by keeping that ball up high, it's a great sign for what we want to see in the future. Now, I know there's a lot of comments about him looking down when he's dribbling, not really focusing on his dribbling up to his shoulder height, but I just want to say that this is just a quick warm-up, and of course, none of us go really hard when we're warming up. When he shoots, however, I would like to see him lean just a bit more forward to get a little bit more power into his shot. That would actually help him not hit the front of the rim as much as he tends to be doing recently, at least in recent clips that I've been watching. And now this next clip is what I'm talking about. In a warm-up game, you're not going to be seeing much defense. He does hit that shot there, but what I would like to see, even though this is just a warm-up game, is for that shot to actually come off a lot quicker, get up there a lot faster. That's what I would personally like to be seeing in a warm-up game, but he does make the shot, but there was no defense. Defensively here, he does contest this shot quite nicely, but that guy is actually a pretty good shooter, and I've seen that guy play quite a bit in other video clips. He's a pretty wet shooter. Now, the one thing that we see here is, of course, a screen and roll, but he doesn't exactly cut very quickly towards the net off of that screen. Now, that was a nice touch pass over to this player who then passed it back for the easy layup. Great ball movement. However, what we want to see is, and of course, I get stuck into these mistakes myself in a pickup game, but usually after the screen, you want to really cut hard, then he can get that ball to you quickly. That really cuts down on the amount of time that player, if he was to cut back down and defend you, cuts down on his ability to do so. There was a really strong hedge, so this player could have passed to Kai Sotto if he was cutting a bit quicker. But again, even myself, I find that even though I'm playing against sometimes really good players, like these guys are D1, 2, and 3 players, sometimes they're not looking for that roller who's coming off of that screen, and because of that, I sometimes don't even roll that fast myself if I was to be in that position. But considering that he is warming up to be in the NBA, I would really want to see those rolls a lot faster. Of course, getting rebounds is nice. The touch pass over to this guy who was clearly not looking at that coming at him was a nice touch. However, at the same time, if you can tower over your defenders like this, you shouldn't be looking to pass. You should be looking to come down, getting 2 hands on that ball, going straight up for a massive dunk. But still not a bad move by touch pass. That is something that could be helpful at the NBA level, but you want to go a lot stronger, especially if you're going into the NBA. This is what I mean by cutting a lot faster. He actually jogs a little bit quicker this time towards the net. That does cut down on the amount of time that help defender is able to swing over and defend him. He does get an and one there, I'll call it, even though, of course, this is just a warm-up game. But that is actually a nice basket. He should have actually just quickly caught that ball and went either one dribble and then a big two-handed slam, or he should have been taking longer steps here, especially getting that ball like basically lobbed to him in a sense. He should have been taking longer steps so that his right foot should have been there instead, so that he can turn his left foot over and essentially jump sideways and, of course, two-hand slam. That's something that you would see Chet Holmgren do. Chet tends to attack the basket a lot harder than Kai. However, I will be breaking those two down very soon. But still a nice finish, nice finger roll. But if he was to do a finger roll like this in the NBA, that would be getting blocked and very easily. So he would need to be going two hands to the basket here. Even though he did have two hands there, what I would want to see is a two-handed slam, especially on a smaller player like this. Really quickly, I don't want to make this video look like I'm trying to hate on the guy. I really like Kai Sotto. If you haven't seen any of my previous videos, this is just a video to basically say some of the things that he needs to improve on. The last clip that we're going to look at is a nice alley-oop lob. That lob should have been a lot higher, but again, same nice, strong two-handed finish. I really like how he was able to finish in a lot of these clips. As we can see here, he could have had that lob a lot higher, and it would have been a lot better. If I was the point guard, if I was this guy, I would have sent that lob up way higher. I would have been getting that probably right there so that he could smash it, but still not a bad lob. Now, this is just a video about improving Kai Sotto. I hope that you have enjoyed today's video. I hope that nobody's taken this as a video against hating the guy. I really like the way he plays. I just wanted to improve a couple of things that we've seen in that warm-up game. Of course, I hope that you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you guys again next time.